wish the stream would work, but it just never seems. Oh, that shit is just. It's literally there just so the mic. For nothing. It was there for when I had it. I had it in a certain position, and it was holding it, and it's just. But now it's just kind of there. That's what weed smokers do.
That's cool. We create.
We create. Man, I can't even get on Facebook right now. Like, I keep getting on here, and it's angry. All. Wow, that's crazy. Somebody posted something saying white men are too sensitive and got their shit removed from Facebook by Facebook. And it's like she's white.
Zuckerberg takes his shit seriously.
Yeah, but man, that's crazy to me. We just seen all kind of Confederate niggas still out there. Like, man, you can say anything pro anything. But we already talked about that, so we go move on. Cause like, goddamn, man, I'm gonna stay off social media because, man, here you spark this. Yeah. Fuck this. I've been sparking. I don't want to spark. So today, you want to introduce this one? It's a G stick.
It's the Champagne Kush G stick made by.
G stick is the company.
G stick is the company. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's made with G-Nugs. Handcrafted artisan flowers. That's right.
Artesian
flowers.
I don't even know. Like, I don't.
This means it was grown in a closet with extra good lighting.
With extra love. Man, these people, they nutted on them flowers.
Right? Serious about their shit.
Super serious. It's not a game.
So, I got a bachelor party coming up this weekend. Not mine. Are you going to the bachelor party? Zach, you're invited to it if you want to go.
Am I?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to go. Oh, no. I just think if you weren't invited, it was total oversight.
But see, I wasn't going to the wedding or nothing like that.
I'm
like,
sure
so, I just didn't.
You can come to that, though. It's fun. But we're doing brunch, and then we're doing an escape room. Right?
Oh, man, escape room. I've never
done one either.
I've always wanted
it was
to
my idea, and I was like, yes, they like it too. So, but that leads me to, I think it's important that, like, men and women, but mostly men, like, have some of those abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to escape some shit, to be able to... Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because what if we get... Like, what if our perfect life falls apart?
Those primal skills... Like, being able to fuck some shit up, being able to... I mean, I think that's important.
I do, too. I think
that's important. How do you even train for that? How do you even train to be prepared for some wild shit?
Like, some people say you just work out so that you be physically fit. I don't believe that. See, I believe that it's all... mental. I think it's a lot of...
I'm not the most physically fit, but I'm a reacting motherfucker.
You can survive, however, you just gotta really... It's like with a car. I consider myself a pretty good driver, but like with a car, you have to like not do any sudden movements. You don't suddenly react, right? So you see something happen, like you just gotta go with it. You feel the car slipping out. Well, let me just change the. But as soon as you stomp on the brakes or you hit the gas or you do turn hard, that's when accidents happen. So it's the same kind of thing. In a car,
what I always tell myself is that cars want to go straight. So if it starts doing some wild shit, I just like, Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah. I let go.
Cars want to go straight. Cars want to
go straight. So I'm going to let it do its wild shit. But everybody knows that feeling when a car is spinning out and then it just like rights itself and you can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
You just wait for that
That's pretty much all you can do.
I mean, I've driven in snow, sleet, ice. I mean, everything. And I've never had a problem. Never had a problem.
Nah, I've been pretty good with that. But it's just like with life, right? Though, like that survivalist mentality, you're supposed to... Like, you don't train for that, but you want to get people... You want to be ready for whatever, right? And you can't be. But the only way is that mentality of just, okay, I just want to live. So what is it gonna give? How do I live in this situation right now? Like if shit goes fucked up, that's how you have to think and go
That's
forward.
survival.
You gotta just survive. You know, you can be scared, you can break down, but at the end of it, okay, wait, we're in this now. We have to get out of this. So we can be scared and all that shit and be crying, but who's gonna come and, you know, like...
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, and the ability to stay calm.
That's it. Thinking.
The ability to stay calm. To be able to put yourself in that position to react the most effectively.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't react effectively if you're freaking out and nervous and your heart's beating 1,000 miles an hour and all that. You can't, you're not the most effective then.
Nah, it's all emotional. You're all reacting off emotion at that point, and that's what when accidents happen. So you definitely have to harness that shit, rein that in. All the fucking illegal streams are just not coming through.
Fuck, we're trying to watch the Milwaukee Bucks. There can't be that many of us trying. Just let us.
That's what it is. I'm like, man, y'all are really on this stream.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that's a different type of player. Although,
Didn't
like,
he have a brother or a cousin?
Yep, and he played for the Knicks the other year.
That's right.
And they're both. I think they're both his younger brothers.
Yeah.
He's got two of them.
Yeah.
One's in college and one's in the D League somewhere.
Giannis.
You know what's crazy to me? And I didn't realize this until I had to, but I remembered it. You know how people are tripping about LeVar, what he said. I don't even know how he said it or what he said, but he said that shit to the effect that, you know, Alonzo ain't gonna re-sign in 5 years. Everybody hold your britches, but he ain't gonna re-sign unless they sign Melo and Jello. And people's just all up in arms about that. Oh my God, no team would ever do. You're talking about, you know how bullshit that is? Because when the Phoenix Suns got the rights to Goran Dragic and he decided to re-sign there, you know what he made them do? Sign Zoran Dragic. And Zoran Dragic was on the team the whole year. And he is trash for NBA. He's a good overseas European player. He ain't Goran.
There's a reason why Dale Davis and Antoine Davis played together for 12 years.
Mm-hmm. And I'm saying, how absurd is it really? Because we done seen it. Now, the way he said it, I get it.
But demanding it publicly...
Yeah, I feel it.
Goran demanded that Zoran be signed.
Yeah.
Not Goran's dad on
True.
ESPN.
But at the same time, it's like, it's the same difference. I get it. We just have a feeling about LeVar because he said a bunch of shit at this point. But, like, in principle, it's the same thing. You're just telling an employer, in order to have this employee, their sibling needs to be able to do this, or I'm not signing with you. That was literally what Goran did. And then when he was traded from Phoenix to Miami, Zoran was traded too.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, these things have happened recently. But, like, and I get it. It's just because LeVar is LeVar doing it the way he's doing it, and he's had missteps and whatever.
Have you heard Lonzo's new album?
No, I ain't even checked.
Just came out on Apple about 2.5 hours ago. It's more like a commercial. Like, every song has 3 things shouted in it. Get your merch, ZO2, and Triple B. Every song.
Hey, that's dope.
Them
motherfuckers is low key. No matter what we say about them, in 20 years, even if it's a fucking off brand of 17 different choices you can have for shoes, if you still exist. Because you're never gonna get a Nike, right? You're never gonna get a Puma.
I get it, but like the bastardization of music.
Oh, bro, I feel you on that. But see,
like on an artistic level is where I have the problem with it.
But see,
not on a hustle level. I get the hustle. I respect the hustle.
The reason
Hustle's fine.
I don't.
But you gotta listen to it, dude. It's the most like.
I'm sure it's garbage, but I'm looking at it like. But we know what it is, right?
It's not good. We
know that it's just some dude trying to. It's an it's a commercial. And if somebody buys into it, how can I even hate that? Because there's dumb people everywhere buying into shit.
Yeah.
And I don't buy it though.
There's some dumb motherfucker out there today wearing Shaq shoes.
Man, they're just cheap. That's it. It was cheap. He put them out there for people who couldn't afford shit.
Right.
That's why he did that. And I get it, you know? But
oh my lordy. I love Lonzo. I love Lonzo's game. I love LeVar. I love all of them individually, but just the congregation of them all together. It just rubs me the wrong way a little bit. Like, it's all, I don't, and I guess who am I to say, but I don't think the things that are the most important to them are the things that are the most crucial to all of them leading the best lives, leading their best careers.
We'll see. Because I don't
you
think
can't tell me that Lonzo recording an album during the season.
Damian Lillard.
I get it.
He'd been doing it.
As a rookie, though.
Victor Oladipo.
With all of this, with all the baggage he's bringing with him, and it's not all bad baggage. I'm not saying it's all bad baggage.
But they got time. You know what I'm saying? This is not like people work on their game, but like you still have a lot of time. Yeah. Like, even with the shit that I do with music, it's like there's still other shit I can do. I can still do other stuff.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to just take the other contrary. So I'm trying to say that I just think that we see too much of them. So when you see every move, it's easy to nitpick it.
It's easy to judge them.
It's super easy to judge it. It's just because it's there. Because if we put up anybody all the time, we judge their moves based on that. But like what that does for them is just builds more income. So it's not the way that I necessarily say that I would want to go about it, right? But this is not 2008. This is 2018, and this is how everybody's
the NBA
moving.
seems to have made a pretty conscious decision to
let
their players speak out and let their players talk to the media and say what they want. None of them are scolded like they used to be.
It's not the NFL. There is no shield. Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody's
for the
protecting the logo.
We're the
in
best
the NBA
players
anymore because they're all just being themselves. And if you're being yourself, you don't have to protect the logo because you are the logo.
How many? Derrick Rose. His Adidas contract was paying him $20 million a year up until this year. And he had in that contract written out that his brother, he got a salary of $250 something a year as a consultant, and his best friend $50,000 as a consultant. These are deals outside of the game that they are getting regardless of what happens on the fucking court. They are set. He done set up two people's fucking lives for a few. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't Allen Iverson have a lifetime contract with
Adidas
or something?
It's important to us that they want to dedicate their life to the craft of the game. And I appreciate that when they play, but I like the fact, what you were talking about in the last podcast, the hustle factor, right? We live in a society where it's okay, we know, right? We know that there's a game, we know it's this, but I am a person, and you have to be able to capitalize on who you are. And when you got the limelight, motherfucker, that limelight don't have no guarantees of coming back.
No, see.
So you need to use that shit.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit, Sway. You don't got another shot.
No, you have to.
IT, yeah, people are talking shit about IT right now, but it's Nick, he don't have another shot. This nigga was 5'7".
Yep.
This is how he got here.
This is his ninth inning.
So y'all need to. No, he's gonna play.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He's gonna act like it's his ninth inning. Mm-hmm. That's what I've always said about people that have a problem with players kneeling. Don't get mad because he's using his platform.
That's his platform. That's what he worked for that.
Do. He's starting conversation. He talked more about it now. One mind was changed, at least.
That's all that matters. And that's all that matters. So it's I can't hate on these people for doing anything, man. If we're talking about when you being talked about, you gotta use it. Because what if he doesn't become shit as a player, but just regular fucking 13th Man 5 years from now. Like, then you can't go out and now you want to put an album out? Yeah. Now you want to do these things? Now you want to do Big Baller Brand?
ESPN's not taking your calls.
Now you want to try? Like, nobody gives a fuck because you don't got no eyes. Even now, though, since they did all this shit, if they don't end up shit, they're still going to be looked at as not being shit, and people are still going to check for their shit. It's still, as bad as it is, all
Maybe
press
like crisscross
has a benefit. I won't say
they
all
always
press
have
is good.
jump.
Vanilla
This
Ice.
is their jump.
You always got Ice Baby.
Yep.
As much as you
Maybe
hate
they
it,
might come out with another, but if they don't, they'll always
you
have
always
jump.
had that. And you rode your time and you got the checks for the time that you was hot, and that's what you got to do. Because people
money
kick
in that
themselves.
bag.
We watch all these fucking VH1 specials and all these different things of these people and say, oh man, if I would have done this, my business better. If I could go back and do anything better, all the athletes, everybody, I'd be better with my business.
I was watching, you seen that ESPN 30 for 30 broke?
Of course.
And they were showing Bernie Kosar. And he's like, at one point I was paying like 53 cell phone bills. It's like I was paying everybody's cell phone bill. You know? Just the way it goes. And everybody likes to think that if they hit it big, that they would give back to their friends and family and all that. And
no.
that's true. I mean, I would try to...
I definitely know what I would do.
Yeah, I would try, but like, I'm not just cutting checks.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm paying my mama house off, whatever's left on that, and then that's it. Like, and then my Monica's mine, and then like we just gonna get it. So I'm not cutting checks. I'm not paying that. I don't know you. I don't know you, dog. Like, unless you was raised in the house with me, like we can't just give checks out. Now I'm gonna help you if I believe.
Yeah,
if I got the
certain,
belief,
you know, like I have a certain group to where like I
gotta know.
I will field your offers.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll fuck with you. You know,
if you can put out some solid shit and you can make me know what's
like
about to happen,
if I hit for 100 million payout tomorrow.
Oh man, we're making them bridges.
I mean, that's right.
That's
on
it.
the low.
That's
you guys don't even know about
you don't even know about that.
You don't even know about that.
We get that.
That's right. But
that's generational wealth.
Say if I even hit for 100 million is too much. Say if I hit, because 100 million, this still lasts you forever. That lasts me forever.
Yeah.
But 10 million might not. That wouldn't last me forever. Not with taxes on top of it and buying the house and then paying property taxes and trips and eating. Like, I would eventually have to do something. I would have to invest it. I would have to work.
Oh yeah, you got to do something.
Like, I wouldn't, like at 10 million, I don't even think I would quit my job.
Man, if I got 10 million, I'm quitting my job.
At 10 million,
I'm gonna figure out what to do. Like, I'm really gonna take some time and try to better myself.
Go back to college.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some shit to where I know I can.
I'd better myself.
Better myself so
but
I can make money.
At 10 million, like I feel like
I'm not.
You know, I would.
I'm not working for Sam.
I'm not like paying off everybody's house, but like, I would take all of us on a badass trip.
Man,
and when I say all of us, it would be like 15 people.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't. I'm not gonna pay your way through life, right? But I might give you 10 grand for that house down payment.
Exactly.
I might pay off this thing for you, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like I would give Jeff and Shar a year's worth of house payments because that's what is that $10,000, $12,000.
Yeah,
it's not a lot to you guys that got 10 million. You know what I mean? But to them, that would be a huge come up to them to not have to pay their mortgage for a year.
That's a blessing.
I would give you guys the money
to
put a down payment on the house. I'm not buying your whole house.
No, don't do that. I would appreciate the payment.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of stuff I would do. Yeah. I wouldn't, but I'm not just cutting checks.
I don't think that's what
I want to better my friends and family to where they can come up to my level. Maybe if I pay off somebody's, house payment for a year, that allows them to put money towards something that allows them to better themselves to get their money.
Yeah,
I'm trying to invest.
I want to invest in you. Now, if you're fucking trying to tell me that you want to have a Japanese burrito stand, like I'm probably not gonna give you the 20 grand to put that truck together and get that done. But
if you cook me a badass street taco,
if you make me some shit and then you show me that people want, and you
let's do it.
Like we can do it. I don't want to. But I would never want to just give you a blank check and say here.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just would if I get a 10 million bucks, like there's just an allotment that I would just go through where it'd be like, okay, well, the 6 million right here is over here. I ain't taxes out of that. What? So that's 40%. You got 6 million left. So I'm gonna take 3 of that.
And it's just
and I don't even.
gone.
I never even
it.
had that 3. That's gone. Then I take 1. That's mine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kicking it with. That's what I'm living with.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how I'm paying my normal shit. Then I got another 1. That's how I obtain things.
And invest.
And then the other 1 is donation. So that would be the gifting. So whatever fits within that 1 is what I'm willing to do, but I'm just not going for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like all the 1 is just going to get given away all at once.
Exactly. If I spend $50,000 and pay off this thing for this person, that doesn't mean I'm not rushing to spend the rest of the $1 million. Like I'm just like, but when I see fit, I'm gonna do little things. Like, okay, that's a couple $100. I can do that for you right quick.
Yeah.
I see you struggling right now, man. I got you. Something like that. Like that's better than like being like, oh well, I'm just an ATM. Or you broke. Oh, here's this. Nah, you need something done right quick. Or this is gonna fucking take a pressure off of you so that you can do something.
I want to be the guy where if like you're $500 behind on your car payment, they're gonna take your shit.
Yeah, okay, I got that, and I get this month, but you got to get your shit right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do this again.
Like it's a $500 with a smack.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, I see you. Don't do it again.
Because I think like back in my life, and everybody's life, everybody's got these moments to where if they had just had X,
that's it.
Everything would have taken a different turn. If they just had this money, they just had this ride to this one place one time. Like everybody's life can turn on a dime based on such minimal and stupid stuff that's so financially based. That man, wouldn't it be so nice to just not have to worry about things like
that's
that?
It. You know what I'm saying? And that's not handouts. I'm tired of that view. Like, it's not being. No one's giving you nothing. That's what friends and family is, right? Like the whole purpose of having generational wealth is so that it's not so I can just give all my money to the dumbest people in my family so they can be lazy and stupid. It's like, well, if somebody has some good shit to do, I can fund that. If somebody wants to do some shit, I can do that because I am connected to them and they're connected to me. And by all of us doing it, we can all be together up here. That's what it's about. So what is it? There's no reason for me to get 6 million and now I got 6 million. All the rest of y'all is working 9 to 5, struggling, and I'm just gonna sit.
We couldn't be friends anymore.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here with the 6 million. That doesn't mean I'm gonna give you
friends anymore.
But I'm gonna help.
How would you even be like? How can
I figure out how you can
get as a 6 millionaire,
man?
Like how? Like you're living different lives now. It's all different. I mean,
you're not gonna be able to sit next to that person because if I know you got 6 million and you ain't broke nothing off, you're still asking me for ups on the blunt, and you got 6 million and you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, how can we even be in the same?
We're
room?
not anymore. Like
the money is we all want this money, and there's this greedy part of people that just want more so they can do whatever they want to do. But it's like, to me, it's like, man, if I have enough to be good, and I can help you figure out how you can be good, like I'm gonna do that because I don't want to go and meet new people to be good. Now, see, I can give you something or help you out, and then you fuck it off, and then you show me.
Like, now
I know. But
sometimes
I'd rather do that than just vacate and bounce from you and be like, oh, well, this person just wants me to give them a handout. And it's like, no, it's not about that. The whole reason any of us are trying to get money is for our family, and your friends are your real friends. I'm not talking about your associate group. I'm talking about the motherfuckers you kick it with and your family. You're trying to make sure they're prosperous and good so that when we all get old and have kids, they're all good and know each other and they can all go places and get things and be better because we all own these different things that we have a network because of.
Yeah.
So if I get money, I'm trying to figure out how I can get you to go get some money.
Yeah,
and then now I got the capital to put it on you.
I want us to be equals.
Exactly. Because then if we're... I know where you stand, more so than me having to go convince this other rich person to change their mind and stand with me now because I got some money. Yeah. I can just bring some motherfuckers in, get them good, figure out how they can go get something, and now we can all get money, and I know that we're on the same accord.
Yeah.
There's no...
Well, and it's as easy as... I mean, it's easy... It's so simple. Like, really, if you think about it, like... If you or I right now had $1 million and we were smart, we were both smart, we could easily start any number of businesses off of that would make us money for the rest of our lives.
Oh yeah, there's just,
you know, whether it be buying 3 fixer-upper houses and putting at $200,000,
and then just renting them out
or renting them out, or putting $100,000 into each one of them and doubling your money on each one of them, and then doing that again, and then doing that again.
I mean, the house.
It's not.
Yeah.
And,
there's just
like,
ways.
There's so many ways to make money, and it's you have to have initial money. It takes that money to make money. Broke people don't make money. Like, nobody. You can have the greatest idea for the most awesome app ever, and if you're broke and you don't know anybody.
It ain't happening. Somebody who has the money first is going to get it first.
Because the first guy that you tell that, that has the money or the knowledge to do it, they're just stealing it from you, and it's theirs now.
And no one's going to believe you.
Yeah, like, you have to.
Because you don't got no money to back it up.
Like,
it's a cold game. So then why, as a friend, would you ever make money and then hold your nose up to giving some of it? Like, I don't give a fuck what your belief is. Like, what? Like, you wouldn't... Try to what?
Yeah, it's just the dumbest shit.
But that's like the ideals that people live with. Like right, I know there's people right now looking at that, listening to this, and they'll be like, "You would share your money? Like what? That's not smart because you're supposed to be able to be secure. You don't control these people."
Happy.
And it's like, man, yeah, I get it, but man, we're humans. Like, we got a life. This is a life. This ain't a fucking rigid rule book
that you do Monopoly.
This, and everything's gonna be happy and
not
good.
Monopoly.
None
of us
are gonna go good.
There's no win.
There is no win. So let's try to make it good for who's around you.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure my community and my people.
Let's put a big but in there. I don't want people to come with this snake oil salesman shit either, though. Like, don't be telling people to buy into cryptocurrency because you can't tell somebody how it's gonna work, right? I don't want you to tell my mom to get into that shit and she put all her money into it, and when she lose it, she can't go to you and be like, well, what happened?
Yeah,
because you don't know. And to be so irresponsible to tell somebody to get into some shit, and you can't help them get out of the negative consequence, but you convinced them to do it.
Yeah.
Because you thought you were an expert. Like, those are the kind of things. So it's like, you don't want people to be the extremes. Extremes are always bad.
You just don't want to fucking be the devil for somebody, you know what I mean? Like, you don't ever want to put yourself in that position. It's no fun.
But people do it all day, every day.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's part of, when you're passionate about something, you try to force it on other people a little bit. It's just part of discovery. It's part of
nature.
It's nature. When you find something that works for you and is good, you want to let everybody else know, and so they can do it with you and be successful and happy too.
Yeah.
And sometimes what's good for you isn't always good for somebody else. Sometimes what's good for you now may not be good for you next week. So everybody has to just make their own personal choices on all that stuff.
Yeah.
And once you figure that out a little bit as a person, that there's a difference between like sharing information and trying to teach somebody.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to, I find myself a lot of times in conversations and relationships taking like the mentor role, and it's just kind of how I am. Like I try to be the one that gives good information, and I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but I always, in most relationships, I think I'm the one that can pass down knowledge, and I'm willing to accept knowledge from the other side too.
Yeah, it's just.
But I always feel like there's things I can teach, so I'm always looking to tell you. Well, if you do it this way, if you,
Yeah,
I'm just that guy a little bit.
I do that shit
and,
all day.
So now I'm trying to take a step back a little bit and realize, do I actually even know what the fuck I'm talking about? Do I need to tell them to do something different if what they're doing is working for them?
Do I even know what I'm doing?
I think I want to pass on even necessary to pass on?
Am I even... Yeah. What am I doing? What is this? Because you really step back and just be like, man,
you have to a little bit.
This isn't that crazy. Shit is pretty much out there for you, laid out. But if you have these fantasies clogging your mind, right?
Yeah.
And these fantasies of all the shit that we've been seeing since we were -1, since we were in the womb, hearing shit outside of the fucking your mom.
Yeah.
You've been inundated with just the way you think shit's supposed to be. And our job as a human being is to break that. You're not supposed to dive deeper into it, into the Matrix. You're supposed to try to fucking realize the Matrix. And that's it. Because all it is a lesson. That's what Earth is. We're here our soul is just here to learn. And we're out.
Trying to be our best self.
Because you can't even do nothing. You can incite change within small groups and try to move, and that can move other groups that can move and make it bigger, but it all just starts with the small group you initiated with. You can't do anything outside of that. Even in politics, it's like that. So it's you gotta just be you and live your life and do you. And all the rest of these examples and fantasies they serve no purpose but to trip us up and make us depressed and strive for things that don't matter. And then we all sit up and turn around and we're 80 years old and be damn.
The way I like to look about it, it's again, I'll bring back to being a Mariner fan or being a fan of any hopeless team or any hopeless cause or any hopeless anything, and trying to stay resolute. And I look at it as I'm not doing it because it's easy, but I will do it until it's done. That's the way you got to look at shit like that. It is what it is, man. I'm not here to enjoy every aspect of it, but goddammit, I'm here to finish it out.
Yeah, I'm here.
We're here to see it through.
I'm just here to play the game.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna score on me.
Yep. I'm in here.
You don't shut out.
Yeah, no.
This is a game.
It's chess, not checkers.
It's chess, not checkers. You don't skunk in chess.
Right.
Some pawn is getting taken. Your king and queen will be in jeopardy at some point. You just got to maneuver.
You just have to.
You got to see that shit.
Pay attention. You have to look at every angle. That's what makes somebody...
And move accordingly. Once you look at every angle, man, that's it. Knowing.
So good.
Once you move in faith, though, you'll be playing checkers on the chessboard.
Playing checkers on the chessboard.
That's it. That's what you'll be doing.
God damn.